annoying. Yeah, okay, so like very basic example of something that Duolingo will get wrong. Give me a moment.
I disagree.
Pixel Curie, thank you for the Prime Gaming. Okay, basic example of something Duolingo will get wrong is the kanji for, like, stomach, which in isolation is read as hara.
Cheryl?
Stomach,
Cheryl?
hara. But if you want to say something like, I'm hungry, onaka suita, onaka, like, an O appears at the front, and then the pronunciation
Where are you going?
of the kanji changes in a process.
Wait, stop.
No, that's okurigana. I don't know what the exact process of this is called, but either way, you'd say it differently, alright? I don't fucking know grammar. I don't know terms. I don't know terminology. I just know how it's said. I know how it's done. Duolingo gets this wrong. So when you're doing that little mini-game that Duolingo makes you do where you click on the bits of the sentence one by one, it'll teach you the wrong fucking reading of the kanji. It'll do it wrong. You'll get it wrong. You won't just have, like, an inefficient understanding of the language. It'll teach you stuff that's incorrect. That is a feature of the Japanese language that Duolingo just is not equipped to deal with properly. And that's bad. That's real bad. That's not good. Grind Anki decks forever with you, absolutely. I've been trying to do it less. I've been trying to, like, replace the grinding of the Anki with the reading of the book. Too much flashcard, not enough read. Actual read.
What's going on here?
But again, it's tricky. Like, some Anki is good. Anki is a good tool. There's a reason it's commonly recommended. But hours and hours of Anki is, like... You should probably spend some of that time actually reading the language. Like, read a book. Read a manga you like. Play a video game in Japanese. That counts. It's practice. It's a free country. Watch some anime without the subtitles. Like, you can do all kinds of things. It's crazy out here.
What's that?
Like, I like doing flashcards. I'm kind of weird like that. Honestly, I find it quite relaxing. But, like, flashcards are optional. Recommended, because they're an efficient way of retaining a lot of information like that. But reading is not optional. Like, you know, if you want to read Japanese, you have to read Japanese. Crazy, right?
This is my dream. What's happening to this place?
You don't need flashcards to get there. I do think it helps, though, and it's efficient. And if you like doing it, it can be a very strong weapon. But reading is mandatory. You gotta read. Hey, Ike. You get scared of not perfectly understanding text, so they put off the important part? Yeah, I still do that. I still do it. I understand very well that people get like, but I won't understand it perfectly, so I should wait and study more until I will, but like, you never will. I still procrastinate like that, and it's dumb. But like, I understand the psychological impulse, but you gotta do it. You gotta push yourself past that and be like, I don't understand this perfectly. That's fine. Fuck it. Just go. Just do it. Get it done. This is why I like producing videos like the Mark of the Mermaid video, because I kind of just have to push on with it, you know? Like, that was all... Cunningly, my video series covering obscure Japanese games on my channel is actually secretly me just monetizing my study practice. This is only partially a joke. Because I learned a bunch of words from that game. There's a whole bunch of words I didn't know. I think I included a thing in that video about, like, how I thought, like, how difficult I thought it was to read, which was not very, but it used a bunch of big words I didn't know. So I had to Google them. Big brain, very big brain. With every video, I grow stronger. Applies to all languages, really? Yeah. You'll run into things you don't know, you won't understand everything perfectly, but you just gotta spend more time with it. I probably don't spend enough time with it. Because I'm streaming instead. Instead of doing this, I should be reading a manga. Manga is still reading practice. This is why I'm very jealous of people who are, like, very into manga, or, like, an ongoing anime series that never ends, like One Piece. They have infinite material to work with, whereas I unfortunately am really annoying and like series that end. So I keep having to pick up different stuff. I mean, variety is the spice of life and all that. Like, I've got a friend who also picked up learning Japanese over the past year or so, partially inspired by me. Ooh. But he, like, really all-in on it, you know, he invested strong. And he's finished, like, a couple dozen Japanese PS1 games at this point, and his progression has been rapid. Like, he picked up skill quickly because of that, because he's just spent so much fucking time playing these JP PS1 games. And really, like, turning it over in his head. That's the approach. Like, it works, demonstrably. If I played as many games as that, I would also get better. But I got streams to do, man. God damn it. Can't do everything. This all reminds me, actually, that currently RTA in Japan submissions are open. Those who don't know what this is, it's the second largest speedrunning marathon currently around. RTA in Japan. It's a Japanese event, shockingly. Crazy stuff, but their submissions are currently open, and they will be for the next couple of weeks. It's like, do I throw down for that? I guess I probably ought to. No reason not to. Aside from, you know, the fact it's intensely stressful for me. Being a non-native makes everything 4 times harder. Like, already performing speedrunning. I mean, I'm fairly used to that by now. I've been on Games Done Quick like 8 times, so that aspect isn't so bad. But I gotta, like, lay ace with the staff and stuff. Like, I've done it before. I've been on RTA in Japan once already, and that was educational and fun, and I enjoyed doing it, but also it was super stressful. Because it's like, the you know, I had to make myself understood. to the Japanese staff and my Japanese co-commentator, because I need a co-commentator. I can't commentate solo. I'm not that fluent.
Happy made a streamer and also to everyone less than 3.
Happy to everyone who is less than 3. Happy May. Thanks for the 16 months. Did I speak in English the entire stream? No, Japanese. It's a Japanese live stream. If you're gonna be on the Japanese live stream, you gotta speak Japanese. Hey, Princess Kira, thanks for the good luck. I mean, I didn't speak a whole lot in general on RTA in Japan. I had a native speaker do the commentary for the run for the most part.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because my Japanese, especially my spoken Japanese, is, like, not amazing. No, I'd like to be on the event, again. But it's also just a little bit scary, because immediately it makes things, like, hard. Like, I don't speak Japanese particularly often. Like, I read it with some regularity. But speaking, you know, I don't really have fervent opportunity to practice the spoken language in my everyday life. And speaking it on a live stream, concurrently watched by upwards of 100,000 people, is maybe the worst fucking environment to have, like... to have your, like, learner Japanese be on full like, that's, like, possibly the worst environment to learn to be conversational under. I struggle to picture a worse environment to pick up the basics of conversation. Like, it feels so high stakes. What game am I considering submitting? Last time I submitted Illbleed and 7 Mansions, and I'd probably just do the same thing. Last time when I submitted, I didn't get in. But I could just repeat that. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with submitting those two. It's just... you only get 2 games, and they only take so many runners. Sometimes just bad luck. Hey, hello, beans. Yeah, I might throw down anyway. Hell, just do it. Just be embarrassing instead. I was embarrassing last time on the stream and no one seemed to care. Upon revisiting the one run I did do at RTA in Japan, my closing statement is, like, grammatically completely incoherent. It's like, that's not how you say that, man. But, I don't know, it seems like they got it. They got a laugh. It's actually, like, the 4th most viewed clip of the event, so that's funny. Probably funnier because I said it wrong. Yeehaw. Hee. Yeah, probably Illbleed. Illbleed feels like a good submission to RTA in Japan still. I don't know about 7 Mansions, but I don't really have a better idea. I could just throw Silent Hill 1 at them, actually. That might not be terrible. I didn't pitch Silent Hill 1 last time because they had just ran the Silent Hill relay, like a year prior. But I think it's been long enough that it might be okay. You find it endearing someone who's clearly still learning language does their best on stage to speak it. I hope... endearing is all I have, so I have to hope it comes off that way, you know? Like, all you can do is your best. It's all you can do. Plus, I also do think my Japanese has gotten quite a bit better since that time. It's been like, what, 2 years? The entire time I have, like, it's a regular thing for me. Every day I study. Like, unfailingly, and I have since, like, I picked it back up again, like a couple of years ago. So I think, I'm pretty sure I've gotten better just by attrition, if nothing else. Because at this point, it's habit. Like, I feel weird if I don't do it. Like, at the very least, always... I know I talked earlier about how, like, put down the flashcards and read a book, bitch. But if you're gonna do nothing else that day, Japanese-related, at least do your flashcards. And I do. Every day. Always. Without fail. I've already done them. Today, they're already done. I finished them before I even started streaming. But the thing is that I find it hard to put a number how much time I spend, like, practicing or studying, because, like, I just engage... Ooh, gold. Nice. I just engage with the language, you know? In ways that I don't view as practice. It's just reading stuff because I want to. Sometimes it's unavoidable in the process of doing research. Like, when I was doing the Mark of the Mermaid video, I had to read a bunch of Japanese wiki articles in one guy's blog in order to find some stuff. Like, that's just, I gotta read those because it's part of the fucking video. That's practice. I didn't exactly, like, note it down. That's not study time, that's using it time. That's what it's all about. You use it, do the thing. Whee! That almost hit me in the face. That was a very good nightmare score. Cool gold split, brother. Go away. Using it is practice. True. It's true. But being on RTA in Japan, the most prominent facing skill that you need is speaking, which is by far and away the thing I spend the least amount of time doing. Because you can't really practice that in a vacuum. Like, reading is easy. You read the book, read the words, Google it if you don't get something. You can do that on your own, at your own pace. Listening, you can do that as well. Like, it's harder, but, you know, TV shows, anime, YouTube videos, it's all stuff. You can do that on your own time. Listen to an audiobook if you're that kind of person. Podcast. I'm not much of a podcast guy. You want to speak, though, to a person. There's basically no way to practice that in a vacuum. You need to find a human being and have a conversation. It's like, what the fuck? How do you do that? I'm like 20 million years old. How do you make friends as an adult? Pottery class. That's not the first time I've heard that response. Being active in public settings. Okay, true, but that won't help me find Japanese speakers. Like, do people just, like, go onto VR chat or something? How is it done? I don't know. Big of skill Japanese, like to see me cover Hell Knight Dark Messiah. That's a game with an English translation, though. English. English. Why the wide turn, Mason? You love to watch this, but you have a medical appointment? Well, sorry to hear that. Best of luck at your appointment? Today's Tuesday, right? What day of the week is it? Yes, okay. I have work tomorrow then. Ugh. Ugh. So we're doing competitive Splatoon to make friends as an adult, but found it's all silent in Discords and also everyone is 15. I could have warned you about that. If you're doing Nintendo thing to make friends as an adult, I think you might need to pick a different activity. Unsurprisingly, the game's for babies, the audience skews young. I'm being mean. Now what you need is to pick a hardcore gamer activity for adult gamers. What gaming-related activity would you remember? Would I recommend? Sorry, remember? I can't speak English, apparently. Never mind Japanese, I can't speak English. Oh, he did the walk. You fuckface of a game. That sucks. The fucking proxy walk kicked in. Bastard. Yeah, like competitive Smash Bros. No, that's the same problem. You've just moved the... I mean, the thing that worked for me in terms of, like, meeting adult gamers of like-minded interests was arcade dance games, but that doesn't... I don't recommend that if you're a woman, frankly. Because I will say, arcade dance gaming is the only time someone has ever, multiple times actually, people have hit on me. Which is a great ego boost. But I'm a guy, you see, so that makes me feel good. But I imagine it's probably a lot worse if you're a woman or a female presenting, or just, I don't know, look like a woman, I guess. You know what I'm getting at. The activity is physical in nature. Place that has arcade dance gaming and people arrive with their own towel, I'm done. I show up to the arcade with my own towel, yeah. Because they don't provide them. You get sweaty. What do you mean, Mason? Fucking hell. Doing his level best to squander the time I've saved so far with this shit. As I say, you want them to bring a towel. The alternative is much worse. Oh, I missed. Damn, Mason really did squander like all the time I'd saved on that. Fuck. Wasn't even like a bad hospital RNG wise. Hey, Lover, hello from Belarus. Hi. Welcome to the stream. I'm remembering the time now when, at the arcade, I played the U-Beat machine. If you've never seen U-Beat, it's a game where you play it on like a 4x4 grid. The screen is a 4x4 grid, you press the buttons as you get the notes. It's a rhythm game. I played it with much too much vigor, and like fucking split my goddamn finger open. And it was blood, and I was like, piss! That's what I get for playing too aggressively. And I sheepishly go up to like the fucking, the counter of the arcade and be like, you got a plaster I can borrow? And they made me fill out like an accident report. It was so embarrassing. Hojuku, thank you for the Prime Gaming. So I was bleeding out of a finger because I done played the rhythm game too aggressively like a moron. You should like, there's no call for that. I was just playing with too much force because dumb. And I was like, can I have a plaster, please? I hurt my fingy. And they made me fill out like an accident report because you got to like, apparently they have to do that by law or something. I was like, I really just want a plaster. Like, I'm not looking to start a fight or anything. It's like, this is my fault. I'm dumb and press the buttons way too fucking hard for no reason. So I just don't want to. So I got to fill out a goddamn form to get a plaster. You have a license for that plaster, mate. This is the run that they give this to me first try. I'm gonna shit blood, dude. Accident rhythm game too hard. That's not even the only time I've hurt myself playing a rhythm game. For some reason, the one time I tried to play Taiko no Tatsujin, I like peeled skin off like the thumb. Like it was great. It was raw over there. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know how that happened. Like I wasn't playing vigorously, but like something about the butt chew just peeled the skin off my thumb. I was like, what the hell? Gross. So that hurt. I didn't go that hard. I don't think it was from Taiko, but I think playing Taiko, like, exaggerated it. I'm not even good at Taiko. I don't really claim to play it. I was just messing around, you know, like, here's a game. Let's play it for a bit. Because I'll try any rhythm game once or twice. Or 5 times. Or 12. Or 20. How was I playing aggressively? Well, on Taiko, I don't think I was playing aggressively. Really? That hit? That's rude. On U-Beat, I was playing aggressively because, I don't know, I was doing a bit. I forget what it was exactly. How is it in the UK nowadays? Like, as a country, that's alright. it's fine. It's a very general question. Finding something Taiko can be a pain on account of there being too many songs after 20 years of straight updates. Yeah, Taiko's interface hasn't had a meaningful update in what feels like a decade or so. And they've still got an interface like fucking DDR second mix or something is crazy. Like, they have, like, folders for genre and nothing else, seemingly, unless I'm stupid. Bear in mind that, like, I know so little about Taiko that I'm not actually sure what version the arcade I was at was even running. I simply do not have the knowledge. He doesn't know. He knows nothing. That's movement. He's still gonna block me like that, though, really? They still have Primarchs there. Unfortunately, yes. The breadth of content available in arcade rhythm games is humbling to consider. I have finished every song now in DDR, marked with difficulty level 13, a completely arbitrary threshold I picked for no reason. And that in of itself was like slightly shy of 300 songs. Meanwhile, Guitar Hero 2 has 72 songs in the game, total, all of them.
I disagree.
Axie, thank you for the 2 months of Prime Gaming. Let me through. How did I feel when I finished? Empty. No, I felt like I'd become more skilled. Shortly after, I would then proceed to perfect full combo my first 13, and I've been living off that residual high ever since. This was like yesterday. Now I'm playing the 14s. I will increase the number until there are no more left. Watching anime in Japanese with Japanese subtitles helped you learn a lot. I want to do that more. But I don't really watch that much anime in any language. Like, I don't know, I'm not much of an anime watcher. It's not like I hate it, I just don't do it that much. I'm like a gamer, primarily. But also, I have difficulty locating Japanese subtitles. Like, you can buy DVDs, but they don't often have subtitles on them. For whatever reason, it's like not a requirement. And then there's the case of like, what series do I watch? What am I doing? Do you want to watch streamer? I don't know. No wonder you'd lose weight? Yeah. I've been playing an obnoxious amount of DDR lately, so I have been losing weight. Go figure, right? Turns out if you, like, move your body around a lot, it counts as exercise. You watch anime at work when there's no one streaming that I follow? I wish I could do that. I can't do it at the office. They'll know. What anime to watch? Monster. If I can find it in Japanese with Japanese subtitles, I don't know. That's the thing, is that it's the subtitles I have a hard time locating. So I can just watch without subtitles, but that makes everything harder. That was a bit early, but whatever. Hey, sort of dorks. And then my parents fucking send me a bunch of chocolate through the mail and completely undermine my weight loss efforts. Bastards! Show subtitles on the DVD if that's worth anything to me. I don't know if you like that one or not. I've never seen it. I haven't seen a lot of anime. I'm not a tremendously large amount of anime watching kind of person. On average, I watch one series per year. That is the approximate pace at which I watch anime. This year has been an outlier because I think I've watched 2 series, and I say think because I can't really remember at the moment. I watched the Scott Pilgrim anime, that counts. I watched it in Japanese. I think I watched something else, but I've forgotten what it was. Honestly, I've thought about subscribing to Netflix just because they actually do tend to have Japanese subtitles, even if it's like not JP Netflix. Do I read manga? Sometimes. The guy you work with once came into the office with his personal gaming laptop to watch anime during his breaks. That's fucking hardcore. I respect the shit out of that. I do the majority of my manga reading on my breaks at work, so that kind of tracks, honestly. Good run, stop. Oh, Crunchyroll doesn't have JP subs. They only have English. You can turn off the subtitles if you want to watch stuff just as is, but no JP sub. Hey, ethicist, any luck with the runs? Excuse me. Sorry for such a question. What's the average paycheck in the UK? I have no idea. That's a question better suited to Google. I almost got blocked at the top of the stairs, and I would have cried. I would have cried many, many tears. I would have been like, wah, wah, wah. Some guy brings in his clicky-clacky RGB mechanical keyboard. I've honestly, I've totally thought about that, because the keyboards my work office provides are really shit. Like, they're awful. They're so bad. They're those, like, horrible flat, like, I could snap them with my leg. They're tiny. I feel like if I got them slightly wet, they would fall apart like a biscuit, you know? Awful. It's like, you want me to work on these for, like, fucking 8 hours? Can you spend some money on, like, even, like, a shitty membrane keyboard? Like, what the fuck is this flat pack shit? This is like a mobile keyboard. Hey, Patrick, thanks for the good luck. So I've thought about bringing my own keyboard, but I think people would hate if I brought, like, a mechanical in. And I don't want to pay for, like, a slightly less shitty keyboard. It's like, my work should fucking pay for the less shitty keyboard. Why, like, they used to have, like, you know, generic but functional, like, kind of middling membrane keyboard. You know the sort, the kind that just, when you think of keyboard, that's what you think of, a basic keyboard. But then they replaced all of them with, like, even shittier, cheaper ones that look like something you'd Bluetooth to a phone. It's like, why the fuck did we do that? Why did we replace all the equipment with, like, shittier ones? Submit a request through ergonomics? Maybe, but I don't really have an ergonomic need. It's just they're shitty, you know? Like, they... I don't have, like, a medical necessity or anything. It's just these keyboards fucking suck and everyone knows it. Why did you do that? Was it, like, I'd say, you know, oh, it's a cost-cutting measure. They replaced the decent-ish keyboards with, like, with shittier keyboards, but they already had the, like, the decent-ish keyboards. What do you, what? Make it make sense, man. Gotta roam the office to find the hoard of the old keyboards. I've done this, is the thing. Like, I've walked around, found the old keyboards and replaced it, and someone put them back. So no, fucking leave it where, just let it be, man. Who's going around knocking on, like, the decent keyboard setup? Fuck off. Who's doing this? What the hell? Awful. I read a story one time of this dude who stole his co-worker's keyboard every day, returned a pallet of stolen keyboards when he quit like 2 years later. The keyboards aren't worth stealing. Why steal keyboards? To have keyboards. Duh. Fuck. Why give them back, though? I don't know, I'm not the one telling the story. These me. You steal my hair because you need hair. I think it, like, in order to steal hair, you'd have, that would be like assault, and that's a very different problem. The logistics of that are dramatically different. In the sense that that's like, you know, a crime. I need you to send your hair to me. No. It's mine. Oh, open the door. Isn't stealing keyboards a crime too? Yeah, but that's like... You're not gonna go to jail for stealing keyboards from the office. No one gives a shit about that. For legal purposes, I have never stolen a keyboard from the office and would not say it's funny. I've never... No, that's never happened. If this ends up in a court of law, I didn't do that. It was fucking Dave. The hell is Dave? It's Dave from accounting. Dun dun. Dave from accounting's always up to tricks. Fucking Dave. It's always Dave. Dave behavior. Davia. No, that doesn't quite. Whatever. I'll workshop this one. Bedavia? There's something here. I'm cooking. Let me think. Let me ponder this. When in doubt, you can always blame Dave. I did sounded like it was faster before. It felt faster. I don't think I timed it properly. But it's okay. +0 is the worst.
It's a world record!
Don't call it too early. This is IGT games. Scams can occur. Like, I don't know about that one. Like, the early game was really good, but that hospital was really bad. I'm not confident in that. +0 pain. There's a chance it could PB, but I don't know. IGT scams are a difficulty.
It's a world record! Can't leave like this.
That's why +0 is pain. Like, if it was -5, I'd be confident. But if it was +0, it's like, I don't fucking know, dude. The memes are possible. But probably not. I doubt it. Still, that wasn't half bad, I think. It was Dave's fault. This run is Dave behavior, to be sure. Oh, but Dave! Oh, Dave! Dave behavior! It's PB! Yes! Untied!